Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are we doing this beautiful, sunny, it's bright day in the city of Cleveland? All right. We stopped the rain. Yeah. All right. Well, my name is Kevin Nowak, the President and CEO of CHN Housing Partners. It's my honor to be in that role. And I really appreciate you joining us today to celebrate the ribbon cutting of Hope Homes. A quick little bit about CHN. A lot of you know us, but I always like to do that intro. We're a 44-year-old affordable housing services, and residential mortgage lender. We've built nearly 7,100 homes here in the city of Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, and we've helped over 3,900 families become homeowners. Today's an exciting day because we celebrate 30 families beginning their journey to homeownership through Hope Homes. Hope Homes is a 30-home scattered site development that is part of our flagship lease purchase program. This program provides families with an accessible pathway to homeownership. As part of this, I'm honored to be joined by a lot of great partners and supporters that have made today happen. Before I go further, I'd like to acknowledge some folks in particular who have been instrumental into helping us to create Hope Homes. We have Bill Beagle, Executive Director of OFA and the OFA team. We have Ayanna Blue Donald, Enterprise Community Partners. We have Council President Blaine Griffin. We have Councilwoman Deborah Gray. We have Tom McNair, who's representing Mayor Justin Bibb, City of Cleveland. We have Councilman Joe Jones, who's been a big supporter. We have executive directors and other senior staff from our partner CDCs, such as Rashawn Sample from New Point, Elaine Goldstein, Richard Goudreau from Harvard Community Services Center, and Joy Johnson from Burton Bell Carr. CHN was originally founded actually by 6 CDCs here in the city of Cleveland to help to drive affordable housing development and stability across our city. And then most importantly, we have Ms. Blandine Salcombo. She's going to be generously allowing us to tour her new home that she and her newborn baby girl, share here. As I mentioned previously, Hope Homes is 30 single-family homes. They're spread throughout the Buckeye, Shaker, Mount Pleasant, and Lee Harvard neighborhoods. And I think, as we know, City of Cleveland is a city of neighborhoods, right? Each home is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a full basement, and a garage. But we're not here today to celebrate a production of units, right? We're here today to celebrate what these homes mean for our residents. Homes are a place to live, but they're way more than that. They're a platform for families to realize the American dream. A dream of leaving something better for your kids, of having something to call your own, of becoming a homeowner. And that's what Hope Homes represents. I want to take a moment here to share a story with you that I think perfectly summarizes the meaning of these homes. One of our high school aged residents, Marlon, was part of a leadership program that CHN helped facilitate this summer. As part of the program, he wrote a story about where he was going to be in 2050. I'm like, 2050 seems like so far away, but I don't know about you, but it's going to be here before we know it, right? And in his story, Marlon said the following. Marlon's story is one of humble beginnings, quiet determination, and an unshakable belief in possibility. By the time he was 4, he had already lived in 3 different homes. Eventually, his mother found a small, cozy house that didn't just feel like a shelter. It felt like a home. That home became the backdrop for his formative years. This is a teenager writing this, right? The home Marlon is referring to is one of the single-family homes that we have developed through this program, Homes Like Hope Homes. Each home is part of our lease purchase program, where residents will rent their home and have the opportunity to buy it one day. Over 1,800 families have purchased homes like these over the years. Most of our residents are single moms with a couple kids, and for the most part, these homes end up being the first homes that they purchase. Our residents buy the homes at a significant discount to market, which gives them instant equity in the home. They are then able to use the homes like so many of us have, to help finish college, to start a small business, to help through unexpected life events. Homes open doors of opportunities for families. I'm here today because my parents mortgaged our house to send me to school. I was the first generation college in our family. It changed my life and the trajectory of our entire family. And that is the American dream. And that is the opportunity that's provided through our developments like Hope Homes. We can't do this alone, and we're so grateful to our partners and funders to help make this a reality. Those include Ohio Housing Finance Agency through something that's called the Low Income Housing Tax Credit, the single biggest way that we finance affordable housing in our country. The City of Cleveland, Enterprise Community Partners, and Fifth Third Bank. Hope Homes is here because of all of you. And thanks to your support, we were able to invest $10.7 million into Cleveland's neighborhoods in the southeast side, adding 30 high-quality homes to our housing stock. And most importantly, those 30 families have a safe, healthy, and affordable home to live in. So as part of this, we love to bring up our different partners and friends to be able to give a few words. So let's move over to that next. So the person I'm going to bring up first is Ayanna Blue Donald, who's the VP of Enterprise's Ohio Market. So Hope Homes is actually our 50th deal we've done together. 50 deals. It's like 300 million, right?
Can you believe that?
300 million in affordable housing development in the city of Cleveland that we've done together. Yeah, we're going to do a little more, right?
A lot more.
All right, we said we're going to get to 100 here, right?
Let's see what my remarks say.
All right, good. All right, wait, okay. Well, we should have previewed that.
Yes.
Well, I couldn't be more grateful for your partnership as Ayanna, but also Enterprises. I think we built quite the partnership and a whole lot of homes over the years. So, for further ado, Ayanna Blue Donald.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. First, thank you for responding. Good morning, right? First, I will be leaving as soon as my remarks are over because I have a plane to catch, but I also wanted to start with that because I want you all to know how important it is for me to be here today to support this. It really is a joyful day here, standing here at the ribbon cutting for Hope Homes, a name that really says it all. We are celebrating far more than bricks and mortar. We are celebrating stability, dignity, and opportunity for families who deserve nothing less. The development represents Enterprises, as he mentioned, 50th low-income housing tax credit deal with CHN Housing Partners. 50 deals is not just a number. It's 50 chapters in a story about what's possible when we come together with shared purpose. It's thousands of homes created and preserved and countless lives touched across Cleveland and beyond. At Enterprise, we believe that housing is the foundation for family well-being. A safe, affordable home makes everything else possible: health, education, financial stability, and the chance to dream bigger for the future. And Hope Home really embodies that belief. We also know that these kinds of projects don't happen by accident. They happen because of commitment from community leaders who raise their voices for affordable housing, from public and private partners who invest, and from organizations like CHN who do the daily work of building and sustaining homes with heart. This milestone, our 50th LifeTech partnership with CHN, is proof that long-term collaboration works. And it's also a reminder that the work is far from over. Families across Cleveland still face impossible choices between paying rent and buying groceries, or between safe housing and economic opportunity. Hope Homes is a powerful step forward, but we must continue to ensure that every child, every parent, every senior has a place to call home. Today, we cut a ribbon, but what we're really opening is a door to stability, to hope, to brighter futures for the families who will soon walk through it. On behalf of Enterprise, I want to thank CHN Housing Partners, our investors, local leaders, and every hand that brought this project to life. Cleveland is stronger because of your 44-year dedication to it. Congratulations on Hope Homes, and here's to the next 50 partnerships. There we go.
All right, so thanks, Ayanna. We're gonna get to that 100.
Yes.
All right, well, the next person I'm gonna call up is the Executive Director of Ohio Housing Finance Agency, Bill Beagle. The Ohio Housing Finance Agency is the agency within the state of Ohio that's responsible for helping to provide affordable housing, whether it be rental or homeownership across the state. And OFA works in partnership with the state legislature, including with State Representative Brewer, who's right here, has joined us today. We really appreciate his support, both of CHN and of the Ohio Housing Finance Agency. Bill is not so much newly minted. You're 9 months in now,
Yeah.
right?
I'm
So-
clinging to it as long as I can.
Yeah. So, if you got any complaints, he's new, right? Bill comes with a great background as a state legislator, but also understands what it is to be a property owner, right? So having someone who understands the legislature and how you need to operate and develop probably really has set up OFA for success here in the future. So without further ado, Bill Beagle.
Thanks, sir. Thank you, Kevin, and good morning. It is great to be here on behalf of Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, Lieutenant Governor Jim Tressel, the Ohio Housing Finance Board, and certainly OFA's staff is delighted at this project as well. We want to offer our congratulations on the hard work that has led to the completion of these 30 Hope Homes, which I think we can all agree are so appropriately named, providing 30 families with new homes and opportunities and a path towards home ownership. As Kevin said, it brings together a variety of partners, and it shows the community's dedication to increasing the opportunities for home ownership, and we all know how valuable that is. Building affordable housing, as I'm learning, it's an enormous task. It is a daunting one, especially in today's environment. But CHN has gotten this done with financing from partners like OFA, and to create these homes across the 3 neighborhoods. Having a place to call home is essential to an individual's, health, to a family health, and we all know how foundational having a roof over your head can be. And these homes are going to provide a great quality of life for the residents. And it's not hard to imagine all the memories that are going to be made in these homes. We have births, birthdays, graduations, the first school pictures, kind of like we were taking here, first day of school type stuff, right, that we were taking before the thing began. So nothing warms our heart more than thinking about our own family's experience in homes. And now we have these structures that are going to be here for a very long time with lots of families coming through. It's rewarding to be a part of that, and I know that through our programs, the state of Ohio and OFA, and all of our partners today are helping Ohioans realize their dreams of home ownership. And to the residents here today, we say, welcome home. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Houses are so much more than just units. They're homes where people live, like Bill said. There's meaningful milestones that people have every day, right? That they'll remember for the rest of their lives. Few people know that better than our council president, right? Blaine Griffin, who's here today with us, we'll call up next. His leadership in really helping to drive more affordable housing within our community has been foundational. And we really appreciate his partnership on this and so many other developments. And Council President, I'll ask you up for a couple remarks.
Well, first of all, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Come on now, it's a more exciting day than that. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? All right. I do want to acknowledge a couple of people before I make remarks. I would be remiss if I didn't actually honor the pastor that really has been a long-standing partner in our neighborhood, Pastor Larry Harris, if we can honor him. I know you're going to hear from a couple of my city council colleagues, but I do want to acknowledge County Councilwoman Meredith Turner, who is here with us too. If you could, she could raise her hand. And all of the great residents that are here today. I was telling Bill as we were talking about this event today, why these type of projects mean so much to me. They mean so much to me because of a lived experience. A lot of people don't know the stories and what drives many people to become elected officials. I would tell you that I moved 7 times before the time I graduated high school. Never had a home ever that we actually owned. We might have rented for a few months, but we never lived in it. I was raised by a single parent mother who it was just me and her. And if you look at our statistics today, 66% of Cleveland's neighborhoods are single parent mothers. And to be able to have homes like this where they can actually raise families and create a pathway to wealth, we know that that is what we want to see in the city of Cleveland. I tell people this oftentimes. I just recently bought my home and I'm debt free, I'm mortgage free. And that's the kind of stories that we want to see with these young women across our city and these young families across our cities. People may think it's safety, they may think it's education, because those are things that are easy to say and things that pop up in the news every day. But I'm a strong believer. In Cleveland City Council, you're going to hear from Councilman Joseph Jones and also Councilwoman Deborah Gray in a moment. Cleveland City Council has made housing a priority, because the biggest requests we get are about seniors aging in place and about young families who want to live in our community. And I strongly believe, ladies and gentlemen, if we can have more stable home ownership, affordable and market rate, all forms of housing, we can make and turn this city around, build the population back up, drive crime down, and have a more talented, educated workforce. So today, I want to thank all of the partners who put together the Hope Homes project. This is one of the things that we love to come to do, because sometimes this job can be tough and you get yelled at every day. But at the end of the day, this makes it all worth it to see families like this be able to live in our community and be able to prosper. So on behalf of Cleveland City Council, I, like Ayanna Blue Donald, have to go to my next event. Thank you so much, Bill. We really want to partner with Kevin to do more around housing in our community. We believe that we're on to something here in the city of Cleveland, and we appreciate everyone for the Hope Homes. Thank you.
Thank you, Council President. All right, next person I'd like to call up here is Councilman Joe Jones. Ward 1's Councilman Joe Jones has been a big supporter of affordable housing and our work in Hope Homes, and really glad to have you here today.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, or good morning, actually, to Pastor Harris, to all who are gathered here today. Hope Homes says it all. It offers hope. And we need to have more types of homes built like this in our community. We have the market space for affordable living. And, you know, though we have 30, I'd like to see 300. I'd like to see 3,000. We have the space to develop the homes in the city of Cleveland. We have over 20,000 vacant lots. I'm constantly grinding, trying to find new ways to retain our residents that we already have, as well as looking at ways and means to bring in new residents to the community. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank Laura Bustani. Where's Laura Bustani at? Thank you, Laura Bustani. Give her a great big round of applause. Laura Bustani has been a big part of keeping me informed every step of the way. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you dealing with me all over on the west side to take a look at these homes and me talking about what I don't like and what I do like. And one of the things, folks, when we build homes, we should build the same kind of homes that we build for other people. We should build the same kind of quality in the poor neighborhoods as well. And a lot of times when we see home development, we don't see the kind of quality homes being built in poor neighborhoods and poor communities that are certainly deserving of having also an opportunity to have quality life and living. And so with working with Laura Bustani, I looked at some of the homes that are being built in my neighborhood, and I'm absolutely amazed at the marvelous work that's being done, how the concrete is being laid. I go out there to those locations. I actually fundamentally deal with the residents and the complaints that they've been having. And I want to thank Cleveland Housing Network for handling those issues and resolving those situations. But as I leave you here today, hope is important to keep that in people's mind, a positive energy that there's something better and greater for them. And if we build these 300, 3,000, maybe even 10 or 15,000 homes, I know Cleveland's market can handle that. We've done that in Ward 1 on a number of occasions where we've had developments and they said these houses could not be sold, and we sold sold out within the first 6 months. So with that being said, congratulations. Keep on giving hope to the citizens of the city of Cleveland. Keep on doing a great work. I'm honored to have the opportunity to be a partner, and I look forward to working with you to make sure that we get 300, 3,000, 30,000 more homes built in the city of Cleveland. Thank you.
Hear that, Bill? We got 30,000. We got that. We got 29,970 to go. We got this. We got this.
See why you put me in the front row.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So the next person I'd like to have come up is Councilwoman Deborah Gray. And I'll tell a little bit of story about Councilwoman Gray. So when we do, during the summer, we do community events where we bring our different staff and partners and different volunteers in. And Councilwoman Gray came by to say hi. Right, and so my son and part of his crew team at St. Edward High School got to meet Councilwoman Gray, and my son on the way home said, "Wow, she really cares about the neighborhood." You know, and he just thought that was so cool to see an elected official like interacting like that. Right? It's hard to see, you know, when you're a kid and you see everything going on TV, it just seems so detached for you. Right, but to see that we have council people like Councilwoman Gray and our other partners here engaging the community is just super cool, and it was a great learning for my son who was inspired. So, Councilwoman Gray.
Thank you for that. I am boots on the ground. I'm everywhere, so understand that. So I want to say good morning to everyone. I am so happy I can scream. Okay, so I'm gonna just do a little dance for you. I told Councilman Blaine Griffin, this is fantastic. This is a dream come true because all the residents who still reside in this area, seeing the houses when they were here before they were demolished. It took years for us to get here. So I want to say thank you to all the residents who remained in this ward, who's out here in this community, that came out for their community to be supportive to Hope Homes, and to everyone here. Thank you, residents of Ward 4. And thank you everyone else for being here. But this has been a milestone for the residents of Ward 4 to see this development come back in our community, because they remained in this community with hope knowing that this would happen one day. And we are here today celebrating this wonderful, fantastic event of seeing these beautiful homes in our community coming back. And I am so proud to be the council of this ward, to be partnered up with CHN, with Bill, with Council President, with Council Joe Jones, and everyone, and also my neighbor and my constituent, Tom McNair. We're all here to celebrate this wonderful, fantastic event. And yes, I agree with Joe Jones that we are going to have more homes throughout these 20,000 parcels that are still empty. So I am just so elated to be part of this celebration, to know that we're still standing. And also, before closing, I want to say that when this happened, when I came in council, I had a lot of neighbors in Mount Pleasant neighborhood to say, Councilwoman, we have nothing going on in Mount Pleasant. When are we going to have something built in Mount Pleasant? Laura and Mr. Novak told me to be quiet because I am chatty. I talk a lot. And they asked me, they said, Councilwoman, do not tell the resident, what we're going to be doing in the next couple of years, because Cleveland Land Bank and myself signed off on these parcels in 2022 when I came in. They said, please be quiet. Do not expose this because we don't know what's going to happen. But when they start building these homes in 2024, Miss Hudson, if you're here, she was the first one that called my office and said, Councilwoman Gray, we are getting our neighborhood back. And that gave me chills. And I told Laura and I told Mr. Nomak, and he said the same thing. He said, wow, that is a statement. we are getting our neighborhood back. And Miss Hudson, if you're not here, I will come on 135th and knock on your door and tell you we are here. And we're going to remain here, and we're going to stand here together. So thank you, Bill. Thank you, Hope Homes. Thank you, everyone who participated in this, building this development and bringing our neighborhood back. Thank you so much.
Well, I think you already knew that, but you can see why my son was so inspired by Councilwoman. All right, so next person I'm going to have come up, you may have this like new paint smell that you're smelling, and it could be the homes, or it could be our new Chief of Integrated Development, Tom McNair. Come on up, Tom. So Tom's, our new Chief of Integrated Development in the city of Cleveland, which really oversees so many things, including the housing strategy coming out of the mayor's office. So, Tom, I'm so excited to have you up here and for your very first ribbon cutting in this new role. All right, here we go. Thank you.
All right. Good morning. First I want to say on behalf of Mayor Bibb and the administration, congratulations to everyone in making today a reality. And thank you, Kevin. Actually, technically, I'm still not the Chief of Integrated Development for about a week. It's kind of funny to stand up here and talk about something you had absolutely nothing to do with. And yet, at the same time, I wanted to say that I am up here with so much gratitude for so many people that I know so well that have worked so hard to make today a reality. Right? So I do want to take a moment and say thank you to Kevin and the team at CHN, Ayana, her team at Enterprise Community Partners, Bill, the team at the Ohio Housing Finance Agency, for your continued belief that quality housing is a human right for everyone. I wanted to say thank you to Director Alyssa Hernandez and her team for their dedication towards making this a reality. I tell people all the time that Cleveland is a place of infinite need and limited resources. And so going through a process to determine where to make these targeted investments is really challenging. And I think a project like Hope Homes fulfills everything that we are looking to move forward around here. I wanted to say thank you to our colleagues and friends on Cleveland City Council for doing often tireless, extraordinarily hard work on a day-to-day basis to move our neighborhoods forward. It is just around the corner from here, working alongside Councilwoman Gray and our friends at Burton Bell Carr. We're investing over $4 million in the Buckeye Road Commercial Corridor because ultimately this is about the comprehensive revitalization of our neighborhoods, right? And with that, those that know me, no, I've spent 14 years in the community development ecosystem, right? And so we have a lot of friends and partners of the CDCs here. Thank you for all your hard work that is often thankless and on the ground, right? Like everyone should spend a day inside a CDC office and see all the different things you're asked to do. You really feel, from the residents in your community what's driving things. And so lastly, I did also want to say to Blandine, as a longtime Ward 4 resident, welcome to the neighborhood.
All right. Thank you, Tom. All right. Next, I'd like to call up to stage Blandine Solomcombo, who is our newest resident here, and our baby girl. Oh, no. There.
Good morning. My name is Blandine Salacumbo, and my family and I live here. We moved in recently and so far have had a great experience. CHN is a vital part of our community, and I'm honored to be one of the residents of Hope Homes. I want to give a special shout out to the property manager, Kelly. I don't think she's here, but she's been very helpful. Her professionalism and hard work ethic has made this transition very smooth. As you see, I have a newborn baby, and she's just been super helpful. Hope Homes allows my family and I to live in a beautiful, spacious, and affordable home. My son gets to run around, and I don't have to tell him to stop because he's not bothering any neighbors. Our first day here, we were greeted and welcomed by the community and have felt at home since. I think it's pretty cool that one of my neighbors, just a few houses down, she's also from the Congo, which is in Central Africa. So just the other day, I walked over, we had a conversation in our native tongue, and it just felt like home away from home. I enjoy sitting on the porch, watching the kids play, the cars drive by, and the members of the community as my kids wave and say hi to them 5 times. I'm even more happy that I'm close to my job, my kids' school, and my church. Hope Homes not only brings a sense of home towards home ownership, but it also brings peace and joy to my heart. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the ribbon cutting, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for my family and other families in Hope Homes. And God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Blandine, for coming up and saying a few words. A big thank you to all our guests who are here. And we really are thrilled to share the stage with you, as well as all of our other guests who are here under the tent and some that are getting wet right now. I wanted to extend some heartfelt thank yous to our CHN team as well. So I get to come up here and talk and say how great this is, but there's a whole team behind grinding it out every single day to get this done, and they're the real champions at CHN. I just get to talk about how great they can do their work and what we deliver for our families. So on our real estate team, our leadership team of Mark Whipke, Andrew Bailey, our director of real estate development, Jennifer Chandler, who's over there on the side. Really appreciate their ongoing leadership and vision. Robin Holmes, who's our VP of construction, as well as our project manager, Corey Lieber, as well as our other team members who are here today from our construction team. Blandine mentioned our property management team, particularly Kelly Ali, who she worked with and kind of into joining the home. We build the homes, right? We develop the homes, get all the financing. Then we have a long time after that, right, where we are helping people kind of through this process of becoming residents and then homeowners. And it's our property management team who also are just really unsung heroes in almost every real estate development. So a big thank you to our property management team. Last and certainly not least, Kelsey Phillips, right over there. Yeah. Who served as our project manager for Hope Homes. Her hard work made Hope Homes possible. I was thinking about asking her to come up with a few words, but she's got a little throat thing going. No, just kidding. But yeah, appreciate all your work, Kelsey. All the dedication of our team makes this dream happen, and it's why I'm proud to be part of CHN. I want to go to one thing that Bill said earlier that I'd like us to consider as we're closing, and it's about memories, right? So when's the last time that you looked around your home and thought about all it provided for you, right? It's easy to get stuck on the worn carpet or the worn stair, It's easy to get stuck on that big old hole in the wall. It's easy to get stuck on that, that track that's through your front grass. But that means something. It's where you raised your kids. It's where you're raising your kids. That worn out carpet is where your daughter turned 1,000 times while she was running down the stairs to come say hi to you in the morning, right? That hole is where your son threw you a ball and you awkwardly missed the catch and it put a hole in the wall and you're doing it inside because it's cold outside. That corner that gets cut, that's worn in your grass, that's where your son used to cut to go to his friend's house quicker rather than just going, you just gotta stay on the sidewalk, guy. But they cuts that corner. And then you sit there at Thanksgiving, you look at your daughter across the table and her kids, and they're talking about how awesome it's going and how they're on the right track. And then you remember, you know what? I helped put her through college because I put a mortgage on this house, and that otherwise wouldn't be possible. So as you sit here and we talk about units, I want you to forget about units. I want you to remember those memories and the opportunity. And those opportunities that otherwise may be out of reach. Those opportunities that are made possible by the power of a permanent address. Thank you all for your support as we work tirelessly every day to make these opportunities and all these memories a reality. and thank you for joining us today. Thank you.